And we are back with Bordeaux. And it's almost the end of October. This is what the table looks like right now in Ligue 1. We're sitting on 6th place, tied with Nantes and Nice, who we lost to earlier this season. 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. That's 7 games. So, there's a ways to go in the season, but really the outlook is good right now. Got a +4 goal differential. Really not a lot to complain about, considering, don't exactly have the best squad. So this is good. This is great. We've got, coming up here in the end of October, we've got Stade de Reims in the league. And then the 31st, we've got Rennes. Pretty good team. They're sitting on 9th. Reims is on 11th. And then into November, we're going to play our reverse fixture against FCSB, the bottom feeders in our Europa League group. And then we've got a big game against Marseille on the 7th. So 4 games here in fairly quick succession. So we're going to start with the game against Reims. And we'll be playing our A team here, even though they're not quite as good as Stade Rennais. Not to be confused with Stade de Reims, these French teams and their names. Let's look at the squad. All right. I'll switch everybody in that needs to be in for the official A team squad. A team, go. I choose you. There's the boy Garcia. Should be on the bench. Should be a spot for him. Yes. Things look about right at this point. I think we're good. No more changes. Koundé, he's due back from injury. Okay, 4 days. He's 4 days out, it says. All right. We need that boy back. Speaking of center back. Oh, my God. Look how tired Pablo is. Pablo is exhausted. Otavio's pretty tired as well. I remember I played those 2 in the last match, and I remember saying that they were going to be the ones that I was going to need to sub out. Looking at Stade de Reims, Udine is the only bright spot on, the top 3, front 3. Dingo May is the solo bright spot in center midfield, and defense is decent to poor. So, you know what? I think we can get away with starting either Malagoni or Jovanovic here. It's going to be Jovanovic, actually, because Pablo is way tired. And why not? We've got the 2 B-team center backs are looking pretty fit right now. Don't want to make too many changes. We've got that game in midweek, so we don't want to change too many things, but we do want to have Malagoni on the bench because Otavio is tired. Looks like Mateus is more tired of the wingers, so Kalou is going to be more needed than Garcia. Garcia's already a favorite of mine here. I don't want to keep relegating him to the squad, not even to the bench, to the squad. But that's what we have to do. So we're going to go ahead and coach mode it. Coach mode, as you may have learned here, is my preferred mode of experiencing PES. It's fast, it's fun, it's furious. However, you still get to control things. You still get to have a huge impact on the outcome of the game, whether it's going to be positive or negative. You may have seen in my last episode, last ditch winner when we came from behind to win the derby match over Toulouse. I'm still on a high from that right now. And that was a game that we played, and that was exhilarating. So, not to take away from the fact that playing the actual game itself is really the most fun experience. Coach mode is the way that I like to go through my career modes, because that way I get to kind of you know, have my hand in everything, but I will only really kind of play the really quote-unquote big matches myself. Alright, so looks like Laraje earned us a free kick here outside of our own box, so we can get it out.
Keeper goes long. And he's cut it out. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet.
I don't like how he was able to spin Pellinard that easily. But we want to go on to attack mode quickly, is what I was thinking here, because if we can get a goal up on them and get our tails up, as they say, that'd be a good thing.
It's hoisted clear.
So,
and the
one more little bit of possession in their half, and I'm going to be putting an attack mode.
Going through.
Wow. Great intervention.
Complication.
It's like number 20.
He's been taken down, and the referee
is that a
has
pen?
pointed at the spot.
It's a pen.
And that really is the last
it's like
thing
Octavio, and he got the yellow. Oh man, now I feel dumb for not pulling him. Yeah, that was a poor tackle from Octavio, the Brazilian, and Costil is not able to save it at the near post. He almost gets down to it, but just not in time, and Octavio has really cost us here, so just furthering my desire to take him off quickly in the second half now. Hopefully he can do something to redeem that before I ultimately pull him. So 20th minute, and Bordeaux has gone behind to a poor penalty. A fair penalty given by the ref, just poor play into it. Boy, they almost picked up too. And we have a tendency of giving away these leads, so here we go. We're on attack mode now. I just switched it over.
That right side seems to have
that should get the boys
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit.
The tactics
the defense
and the
have two
formation
choices:
a
deal
little
with the
bit
man
so that
or deal with
allows
the
us to
space.
get forward more. And there we go. We came away with our first great chance. Looks like Mateus Pereira just barely misses it.
Even though it was quite close.
I like that. I like that a lot. Let's get one back for half. Come on, boys.
Brings it out wide. Now looking to shoot.
Great save by Costil.
Plays it out of harm's way. Plays it out to the wing.
Nice
Laid
little
out
play.
to the right.
Building up.
Great, looking to shoot.
Look at
no mistake.
that. Come
Bordeaux
on
are
now.
back in business.
Top corner. I'm gonna look at that one again.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
Yep. Woo.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, what a convincing
Just what the
response
doctor
to going
ordered.
behind. They've got all the momentum
Just what
now.
we needed.
It's one.
Ooh, Costil saves us again.
Turns and goes back.
All right.
Stand their ask. I've made
Here we
it
go.
clear what they're trying to
Can
do.
we-
from
can we
midfield.
fashion one more
What they're
chance?
trying to do. But I think they're
No.
making
All right. I'm happy with that. Kamano bringing us back level with Stade de Rem. I am definitely going to be taking off Otavio. Not right away.
At half-time at 1-1.
But the man from Brazil is already exhausted, and he's on a yellow, and he's not playing well. You know, let's just be honest. So we're gonna need to take him off before he
Bordeaux
gets himself sent off, or
So both teams emerge the same as they were before.
somehow causes us to
He'll have it.
lose another goal.
again.
We had a nice little chance there early on. I like that. Weren't able to earn the corner from it, but still good play. Good defense. Good defensive work so far, I'd have to say, by our center backs. The two B teamers.
Low and direct.
All right, Mendy lays it off to Kamano.
Ball's loose.
Loses
Who's getting
it.
there? Bordeaux.
Gotta get back, Pellinard getting back on his bike. Oh,
Can he
Oh, great block. Sabali.
Tries to-
Oh, that hurts.
Into the lead once
That was a
more.
great goal. I mean,
Well, that
this
always
ball
looked the likely
in.
outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of
Poor
space
by
and good
Sankare to
understanding
just
to
let the
pull it
ball
off.
bounce off of him, but then the ball into their number 9 was delicious. We're going to need to make some changes.
So we have a breakthrough.
It's 2-1. It's not
It's a
what we
great
needed
gallop
right
down
there.
the right-hand side.
Can we get something quickly? Can we get something back quickly? Yes, we can.
Sticks it away.
Mendy.
Bordeaux
All right,
are
it's the
back
time.
in
It's the
business.
time. Look at this. This is what I wanted from my boys. Instant
Well,
response.
from right in front of goal,
Instant.
there was no way he was going to be.
Mateus Pereira,
Well, he made
unguarded,
it obvious as
dribbling
to
down
where
the
the pass
right,
should be
dishes
played,
into
Peter, and
Larrage,
it
back
made
to
the finish look
Mateus,
that
back
bit
to
easier.
Larrage, and a great cross from Larrage. Mendy just a real easy finish right there. So
Change now with the ball out
making
of
our
play.
change, bringing off Otavio, bringing on the young
What a thrill this
Italian
one's become.
defensive midfielder. That's a foul. That's it's a fair
He is
yellow
going
for the
into that
Frenchman
little black book.
Pellinard. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking sliding in here. But I was starting to say we have brought on Malagoni for Otavio. Looks like I'm going to need to take off Pellinard too
Just
as well
whacks it
after that.
away.
Aggressive.
Out to the left it
Oh, well.
goes. Receives it from behind.
Oof, we left him wide open. We left him wide
In
open,
it goes.
and it led to a
And they've got their lead back.
Jesus. So the left winger was just wide open on this. I don't know. We just no
Well, you know,
one
sometimes
drifted
it
out
pays
to
off not to
him.
think too much about things, just put your foot through it.
I'm
That was a good
pissed.
example. Great contact, and the
Boys,
keeper
you
had
bring
very
it
little
back
chance.
instantly, and then you give them another goal like that. I
Rose
can't.
get themselves into the lead.
We've got to get another one now. We've put ourselves
This
in a
defense
horrible
is
position in
wary
this
about
game
opposition
twice.
pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
We lost
And
the
they know
ball.
that if they-
And it was
they step
Malagoni that
up,
lost the
their
ball. He
keeper
dallied
could
on
get
it for too
a whole
long.
lot busier.
I'm going to need to make a double sub here. It's already in the 70th. We've got to pull at least one back now,
Thinking about
putting ourselves in a
substitutions
poor
now.
position.
They still have 2 available.
Nice little movement
The
to,
shot's
to,
on.
to fashion the chance.
Oh,
Mateus
second
Pereira
whip
dances
style.
in the box, dishes it
Bordeaux
into
are back in
Mendy,
business.
and then Mendy kicks it out to Sankare.
Bordeaux produced a lovely
That was
sequence of
intricate
passes
stuff
there.
from
It's a
Bordeaux. To
terrific
bring it
brand of
level
football
to
watch.
3-3,
Importantly,
this
it's a
game is
strong
all over the
product.
place.
So, time for
Defense has
changes
been
on
poor. I
both
mean, it's a
sides,
great game
actually.
for the neutral. I'll give it that.
This is quite a
75th
battle.
minute,
Well,
3-3.
I think this is a case
We've
of
got to
anything
clean
you
it up
can
at the
do,
back
we can
here.
do
We
too.
can't
I
give
mean,
them
they're
another
matching each
one.
other like for like here.
All right. Uh-oh. Come on.
They're asked merit
We're on
full
attack
marks for
now.
their
We've
attitude
made
and
2 out of 3
application in
subs.
trying
The
to
third
win
one's
this.
coming
It
as soon as there's a
means an awful
chance.
lot, obviously.
Dish it in. Oh, he dribbles. He
Has a
controls it.
swing at Goal!
Let's go!
Bordeaux! And the comeback is complete. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say,
Alright.
Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who
speechless.
was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Mateus Pereira's got to be, if not man of the match, he's in with a shout. It looks like Sankare or Mendy that tried to get it in there, and then it ricochets out, and Mateus just lasered it back in. Like a boss. We're up 4-3.
They've got changes here.
And we
Both
took off
sides in
Sankare.
front.
We brought
Well,
on
with the introduction of
Fada.
such a
We're
tall
trying
man,
to
we may well
close
see
up
a
shop
more
here.
predictable, lofty
It's
route
82nd
forward, but
minute.
it's still
We're
very
still in
hard to
attack
deal
mode,
with
but
that,
I'm
you know,
quickly
if
going
they
to
can
change
effectively
that.
right.
Well, this is
All
what
right,
we've been
as you
waiting
can see,
for.
I just brought it down
Well,
to
unsurprisingly,
balanced,
Peter,
and
the
now I'm bringing
opposition
it all the way
look
down
completely
to
stunned. I'm not sure
defensive.
they can gather themselves.
I want us with a more defensive mindset now. Let's try to close this game off, boys. Nice little
Well, it remains to
deflection
be seen
into the
whether they can
keeper.
come up with that
Costil.
little bit of class
Costil's
to
got a
rescue the
great
situation.
distribution.
He's had a shot.
Ooh, Mendy. He
Saved
could have
only
had
by
the final
poor
say.
finishing.
Look at this great goal kick. Mendy tried to take it first chance, I think. He does have that in his locker. He can make that occasionally.
Rose, their final
Not quite
change.
enough,
I
but
think you have to
you know,
admire
I think I
his
can
willingness
improve
to
him.
keep plugging away, but the manager is
All right,
has
what do
done
we
him a
got,
big
boys?
favour, I think, by
2
by
minutes
taking him
extra
off.
time,
He was
should be
looking
over.
very, very leggy.
Let's
There is
go.
the final whistle.
It was
That's
real
bounce-back
sloppy,
ability.
but I am
Responded
very happy
superbly to come from behind,
to come from
shrugging off
behind
setbacks
at
along the
3
way,
down
and
3-2
determinedly
to get
getting
the
there in the
win.
end. So what do you take away from it all? Although,
A
And a
little
very simple
exhausted after that
tactic to
one.
implement, Peter, and they expose their opposition with expansive incision. This is
Alright,
a
well,
performance that hasn't
I
just
think,
got my approval. Listen.
yeah, it looks like Pellinard had a rough game
That's it for today. Thank you,
at
Jim.
the back.
And goodbye.
Mendy actually was man of the match over Mateus. He had a great game. He did have a great game. I don't know why Coach Steele's got. I mean, he did allow 3 goals, but I mean, he makes great saves, and you know, couldn't fault him for that pen. He even went the right way for the pen. So anyway, let's look at the table. Moving up to 4th. That's a big one. That's a big step up. Leaping over Marseille. We're going to be facing them in a couple weeks' time. But until then, I think we've got a game or two. Wow. That's impressive from Bordeaux. You know, I mean, especially we had a real poor start to our season. I think we weren't 0-2 for the first 2 games. So, nice turnaround. And, yep, it's another league game in 2 days. Definitely don't want Luke Shaw. So those are our boys out on international duty. Sabali, Kamano, and Sankare are all starters, and Levchuk is a B-teamer, and I think we'll be getting Koundé back. I don't know. He might not be back for this game, actually. So that means the 4 of these guys, I think that means they're going to be tired before this game. Let's check in, because I think that was International Day. Being given constant playing time is one way to earn the affection of your squad, and it really means you've got to rotate if you want the players to want to stay. And you know, when you've got such a congested fixture list, you have to rotate anyway. You know, so unless you're just playing the same players over and over every game in and out, they should be, you know, slowly getting more and more feeling more affectionate towards you as the manager. 16 days left for Sabali, working on the militia skill. We've got the game against Stade Rennais here, and it's going to be B team. And I don't hold too high hopes for this match, just because, you know, I mean, Ren is a good squad. I mean, they've got good right winger. You know, our B team, I don't want to underestimate them. They might be right about level, actually, with Ren's squad. We can look at it. They look like they're very, very similar squads, actually, when I look at the 2 of them. I'm going to be starting the same center back pairing here. Let Pablo rest. I mean, yeah, let Pablo rest because we've got that Europa League game coming up, and Koundé will be fit in 1 day. So there's that. He'll be coming back. We want Thill on. Oops. Put him on for the wrong man. That's the young man, Thill, that I have high hopes for. I hope he can grow. I want to see him grow a lot this season. So giving him game time is really the only way to help him do that. Or influence that. Do we want... We don't really need Otavio on the bench. He's exhausted right now. But too many... You know, and then maybe that... I could probably put Depravi on for one of these 2. Mateus is exhausted. So that means I can put the attacking midfield. So I've got a couple options here. I like that. And I think I'm going to coach mode it because it looks like we actually do have a chance of winning it. If we didn't, I would sim it. But we've got a chance, so I'm going to, allow B team to play this one, and then I'll be watching to see if I need to put on A teamers to try to get the win, or quote unquote C teamers, my real youngsters, my real fringe players on the squad who don't really get any game time. See if I can put them on if we're winning.
Well,
That would be really the ideal scenario. But Rhineland's a good squad, so we'll see.
Wet and miserable, but that ought not to put us off. We are all indeed itching to go. Last few final checks and formalities are being gone through now. There is a very good crowd in, a boisterous crowd too, smashing atmosphere. And on a day like this, in this part of the world, there is nowhere you would rather be, with or without the rain. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures.
Wow, I mean, it's quite an introduction by Big Peter Brewery.
Forward it goes, played out to the right. Stade Rennais are having a tough
Don't know
week.
if
It
I'd,
is
you
a
know,
crazy
quite
schedule for them.
give it
Yeah, it's
that
a tough spell,
grandiose
and
of a
guarding against fatigue for the players is key now.
preamble,
Tiredness
but
can be the blame for more
hey,
injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager
take
to
it.
shuffle his pack.
Uh-oh,
Towering header!
that was close.
And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of offense going here. Cornelius wins the header.
It's got through.
Oh, not quite able to get it out to cover. Just
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, nice
Noticed that
recovery by
those front
Malagoni.
players are working very hard, dropping deeper. Yeah, and I just think it
Here
keeps
it is.
the opposition off guard
Vado.
with so much
Oh, no, that's
switching
Phil.
of
Phil
position.
dished it out.
Keeping shape is much harder.
Garcia. Nice cross by
And
Garcia,
it's
actually. It was a
hoisted
reach.
clear. Throw it.
Good boy, Cutler. I'm going to put him on offensive mode. Let's go, boys.
Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Almost.
Real chance to break.
Oh,
Nice
super
tackle.
tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Almost loses out. But we win the ball back. Who is that?
Bordeaux!
Who was that? That was the young man,
And
Garcia.
that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot
Dude, the
expertly.
kid is on
Well, I
fire.
think two keepers would have had a hard
Everything he
time keeping
touches
that one out.
turns to
Never mind
gold
one.
right
There was
now.
real venom in
Number
the strike.
21, the left
Clear
winger.
composure from the placement.
Goodness gracious, I'm gonna have to highlight him after this match for you. The young man from Trinidad and Tobago, 21 years old. He should be growing in stats if he's performing like this. And I'm,
That ought to be
when
the
a
trigger
player
for
plays
a
like
really
this,
exciting and entertaining game from
you
here on.
have to fit them into your team plan, your game plan.
Offside.
You have
Yes,
to.
it is.
Yeah, he was
This
off ever so
this
slightly,
just
but he was
justifies
off.
me thinking about playing him over
Get
Kamano
it forward quickly.
in the FCSB match coming up in the Europa League. Because
Made
they're a
into
team that we
space
can
out
beat,
wide.
but it's still a big game, big
You can think
occasion.
ahead,
I mean,
but
look at
not
that.
take
He
your
almost
eye
wins
off
a
the
header
ball,
for a goal
and he
right
did.
here. And he's not tall. I want to see this. Yep. Poor camera angle, though. We weren't able to see it very well. Looks like he headed it over the bar for a goal kick. But, he's the fact that he's winning headers.
Bordeaux looking odds on to go in at the
I like
break
this
with
kid.
their
I've got my
advantage
eye on him.
intact.
He wasn't one that I had
More than
earmarked
direct.
for success,
And he's
when I
cut it
signed him
out.
at the beginning of the season, I was thinking
Good
about
distance on it.
filling out the squad. We needed another left winger. And I wanted a young one who I could develop, 21 years old and a 72.
Shot a goal!
Whew. Nice,
really
nice
should have hit
little
the net.
snapshot. Who
Oh,
was
look, I
that?
don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Cornelius headed it on. Oh, it was Kalu. He's coming in from the wing. All right, so we're on 43 minutes. I've been talking a lot, and it's almost the end of the first half, actually. Good first half from the boys.
He should have come up with something better there.
Cornelius, nice.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway
Link up
before
play.
he made the pass.
Almost wins the header. Oh, was that Vada? Was that a scissor kick? I don't know what that was, but I liked it.
There we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that
I
one
mean,
goal.
great first half stats. Look at that. The shots on target, the passes, crosses, everything, possession.
They worked tirelessly.
I'm very happy with B team right now.
Bordeaux
We can
are
continue
in at
like this.
half-time with a slender
I'm going to be able to
one-goal
put
lead.
on some real youngsters, you know, some real names that don't get to play very often. So let's go ahead. We're not going to make any changes right now. And keep attack mode on and try to, you know, win the ball back, get possession, see if we can get that second goal.
Out to the left it goes, dashing forward at pace. Out wide to the right.
Nice clean-up play.
Cleared without complication. Stade Rennais.
That's Levchuk or Jovanovic, the center back. He's just been outstanding the last you know, first half at least. Was that Cornelius? Cornelius winning the towering header. I love his little robot dance. Look what he does here. He bends his neck over the defender to win this header, I think. Where he arches his body. Boom. Let's go. Andreas Cornelius. I like when he grab a goal, it's always good. Alright, so 56 minutes, 2-0. I'm feeling comfortable enough. We're bringing on a youngster. We're pushing for a third here. Almost. Alright. Vada's exhausted. He's played in the last couple of games, so let's let Chumani come in. The young man. Bring him on. Looks like Phil was the guy who had that chance.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Chouameni coming on for Vada in the 60th minute. I'm going to continue to monitor this game, see if we can retain control. We are in complete control right now. I mean, the way we are linking up play in there, attacking third with ease. I missed my opportunity to make this up there. I need to make either one or two, depending on how fast the next ball goes on play.
Great run, this is covered quite a distance.
Oof, nice defensive header. Steele just taking control in his own box. I like the way he commands his area.
And now they can launch a counter.
Nice. Interception. Cornelius tried to link play unsuccessfully.
Plays it out to the flank. Here it comes, looking to shoot.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna put on
Big relief,
somebody.
it just needed better contact.
You know what? Let's go to the bench. Let's just look at the bench because I need to make 2 subs here, boys. We're in the 76th minute. Alright. Looks like I want to make more defensive subs to try to kind of clean this game up here. Karika is getting pretty tired. Yeah, let's let him do that. Pelinar did not play well in the last match, and Yusuf never gets to play. So we're gonna let him come on for Phil because he's exhausted, and give him some game time. You know, it's important to give these players a chance. You know, even if it's just 15 minutes, it's 2-0. You know, we're playing a league match, so this is a big opportunity for them to play in front of the fans here at home, and come on and close the game out. You know, I like to give youth a chance as a manager. Looks like that was one of my young boys who almost got a little tap in there.
He could have killed it off.
There's a long ball.
Defense has been solid today. B team defense. Shout out.
To the flank. He's made sure that that won't get through. Keeper goes long.
Meliconi's been good as well.
Oh, good interception.
Poussin has done well with, what he's had to deal with. He's barely had to deal with anything. I don't know if he had any shots on him. But Garcia and Cornelius have been the stars of the B team season so far, and they continue to shine. 8 shots to 2, 55% to 45. We had about 20, 30 more passes than them, more crosses, forced more saves from their goalie. Garcia wins the man of the match. Cornelius is level with him for their match rating. Happy to see the young men Chouameni and Yusuf get their first chances at first team football. So, great win for B team, 2-0, clean sheet. We'll take it all day long, especially when PSG is drawing to Angers in the league. I mean, that's great for us that we can gain some points. I also believe Saint-Etienne was above us in the league, and they dropped points to Caen 1-0. So looks like we jumped up over them into third. Let's look at the table. Yes, we did. And PSG dropped points, which leaves Monaco in the sole top position, 2 points above PSG. That's no surprise to see those two at the top, though. Was a surprise to see PSG getting the draw against Angers. I figured Angers would be way down there, and they are. They're 19th. Winless, actually. So, great stuff. Great stuff. Great month. Look at this month. This is a really good month. 5 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. And for the goal ranking, you've got to look at Garcia here. I mean, this is a B team player who is on level with goals with Mendy. 4 goals in the month. One of those games he played in, he scored a hat trick. I think that was against FCSB. I'm not sure. Maybe Toulouse. Can't remember which game it was, but it doesn't matter because that is outstanding. Sankare gets in there with 2 goals, and Mendy's got 5 assists. So I have got to give a shout out to my striker. I mean, he doesn't exactly score goals by the boatload. He got 4 this month, but 5 assists. I mean, he is linking play really well. And there's Garcia with the top average rating. He's on 8.0. 8.0 for an average rating. You've got to look at him and you've got to think that this is someone who I'm going to need to play. I'm going to need to give him an opportunity in some games when I normally wouldn't. And this game coming up here is the one that I think I'll be doing it in because it is a Europa League game. Koundé's back. That's great. And also because we've got the game against Marseille right around the corner in 2 days. So why not, play him in the Europa League game, which still holds huge significance for us. But then also that means Kamano will be fresh for the game against Marseille. Looks like Garcia did an interview. Oh no, he made comments in the post-match of that last game, and he is feeling great. He says, the whole team is oozing confidence. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love to hear it. We don't want to get complacent, but I love that. I think we're going to actually just keep B-Team here. That was actually a really polished performance from them. I didn't expect them to win that game against Rennes, but they did. And Rennes is, arguably better than FCSB if you look at those ratings. So, yeah, Garcia is going to get the start. Kalu, you might have seen it got mentioned. He earned the role of, I think, star player. So, I mean, that's excellent for a B teamer. I mean, I'm kind of amazed by that. He's a little tired. I don't know if I want to start Mateus over him, but I definitely want Mateus on the bench because Kalu looks a little tired. Phil is a little tired. So is Melagoni. That's not surprising. Vada looks good. Karikeg's good. Yeah, these guys. I'm not surprised that these guys are getting pretty tired. I want to kind of squeeze one more match out of them here before the Marseille game. The B team center back pairing. But I also might want to ease Koundé back into action. You know what? I think I want to ease him back into action. It's a tough call. I mean, they're pretty tired, you know? And I think he's the left footer. No, he's the right footer. But, Jovanovic is exhausted. I might need to rest him. I mean, we saw what happened with Otavio when I continued to play him. Decisions. It's gonna have to be for Jovanovic. And Levchuk, he's more experienced. He can move over to the left. Okay. Alright, well, that's what it'll have to be. And this is a game that, you know, we need to win. This is the league, the group stage, and that's something that we really want to do. We want to satisfy our owner's ambition. He wants to get out of the group stage. That's all he wanted. So I have Mateus on the bench. Depervy is actually rated better than Cornelius. But with Cornelius getting that goal, I'm going to leave him on. He's been consistently good for us. I just think that we need something a little bit stronger in the middle of the field on the bench, just in case. Sankare and Larager. You know, the thing about those two is that they're both old. I guess Larager is just about 25. Chouameni is actually rated higher than Phil. But when I play Phil in this position, every time I play him in it, because he's an attacking midfielder, he gains points as a center midfielder until eventually he's going to be whatever his actual rating is. That's what it'll show there, because he'll become a natural center midfielder over time, which is awesome. Something about this game. Vada's got a good weak foot. What about Chouameni? Not that good. But still, I want to let him. He's got a higher ranking than Phil. And that way, we can take off Yusuf, put Lerger on the bench with Phil. I like that. Okay. It's a stronger bench, just in case we need it. Do we need to coach mode it? I think we do need to coach mode it, unfortunately. It's just one of those games that we don't want to just give up. We don't want to give away by simming it and, you know, something dumb happening. I don't know. Let's look at the group. Let's look at the group. Yep, we gotta win it. We gotta win it, because if we don't, we'll level with Ghent, or we could be level with Ghent, even though I think they're playing Arsenal. You know, it's close margins. Don't want to mess with it. Looks like we're away. Yep. Alright, boys. You had a great performance in the last game. Let's try to keep this going. I mean, if we can win this game, I think What would that be? I mean, like 3 wins in a row? 4 wins in a row? I mean, we're really in a good run right now. We want to keep that going.
Crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope the trend continues here and there. And this must be amongst the favourite arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it.
A young lad.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Young French goalkeeper.
Aimed long and direct.
Yeah, he is one that I've got my eye on for the future. He's only 19, I think. He's like rated like a 70.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously.
Oh, there's nothing he could do about that. I mean, they passed it right across his net, and this is not a good start, you know. And this is why I'm coach moding it. We've got a poor start in a game that we have to win. Really, we can't afford to let Ghent come level with us. I don't think they will because they're playing Arsenal, but if we don't win it, or if we lose it, they're still only 3 points away from us, and then we've got to play Arsenal. It doesn't work, you know. We've got to get a result in this game. So it looks like Garcia earned a foul off of this guy. Yeah, he did. Sometimes I like to watch these replays. Yeah, I mean, he was dancing and the dude just like ran into him. Alright. Kalu over the dead ball, and it was really poor. So I might want to look at that.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Cornelius lost it. Something that he does, you know, one weak part of his game, he doesn't have good handles. He tends to lose the ball. He is a good finisher. Great header. He's got a monster header on him.
And that will come to nothing. Just brushed off the ball there.
Okay. Ooh. I like how Kalu won that for us.
15 minutes till half time.
We have to remember we're playing a pretty young midfield in this game. I gave Chalmeni the start.
Away from immediate danger.
Levchuk lost out, but Koundé dips in and wins the ball back. I like that. Kalu just couldn't get the ball in time. So we're still one behind, 36 minutes, and we need to get something back before halftime. I need to put us on attack mode. I just did that. Cornelius loses the possession. Alright, come on boys, 5 minutes. Let's go. Try to get something. Hussein gets it out to Cornelius. Cornelius loses possession.
Pushes it out wide.
Alright, poor first half from Bordeaux. Poor. We're going to need to take a look at the squad. Alright, so Tchouameni is coming off and Lerager is coming on. And we're going to put Sabali on very soon. So we're starting to bring A-teamers on and try to salvage this situation. You know, a draw would be okay. A win would be ideal. Dang. Garcia, I'm not sure if that ball went out on a deflection or what, but it's the first time I've seen him miss. Let's take a look. Okay, deflection. Looks like it was on target. He had that look on his face. He was pissed.
Knocks it away.
Alright, let's go. Come on. Get the ball. We're on attack.
Oh, sweet feet.
Yeah.
Gets into some space.
Cornelius. You know what? I may need to take off Cornelius. He has been the root of, you know,
he's got options out wide.
Possession over
Going
and
for
over.
goal.
And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I couldn't even wait. I didn't even wait. Didn't even want to think about it. Just did it. And it's the 52nd minute. But I've got to get something going here where we can link play a little bit better.
Going through.
Oh no. Levchuk almost gave it away there for us. Larache wins it back.
Bordeaux have been hit early in the second half of
Alright, we
recent
win the
games.
ball.
They're looking to
And we're going
correct
to
that
throw
fault
in
now.
56 minute. Got to put Sabali on soon. The problem is it's already the 56th minute.
This defence is,
I mean, it's only the 56 minutes, so putting our third
Just
sub
not
on
getting
is
too tight.
leaving
Yeah,
us
they know
open.
goes for goal.
Deprevi had
Oh,
a
the ball's
great
come loose.
chance, one-on-one with the keeper. Would Cornelius have made it? You know, woulda, coulda.
And,
And then he
hoisted
doesn't win the
clear.
header, so that's the trade-off you get when you take off Cornelius.
He's gone for it.
And he tries to finesse it from outside the box. It didn't have enough power.
Sticks in a foot to
Alright,
win
we
it
win the
back.
ball back. High. Putting pressure on him. Kunde wins it. Out to the wing. Garcia. Deprevi.
He's got away. Hit
Garcia.
into the middle.
Oof. That's somewhat dangerous. Alright, I'm putting Sabali on now. I'm doing it. Balls to the wall at this point. 67th minute. 1-0. We've got to get something.
Out to the left it goes.
Sabali wins the ball.
And that's well defended.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Damn.
Just has
That
to be
ball was
done.
almost perfect to Garcia. He didn't run for it.
Ball through needs to be good here.
Oh, great intervention by Levchuk.
Defenders on the back foot.
Deprevi. Garcia. Bada.
Played out to the
Roger.
right.
Kalu.
Well played,
Ah.
he saw that coming.
Keep calm and carry
Yeah.
on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
We're almost going to have to go on attack mode.
He's made sure
The
that
double
won't
attack,
get
which
through.
leaves you very vulnerable.
Tries to get
Very
forward quickly.
vulnerable because everyone goes forward. Alright,
This is good
85th.
ball
I'm
retention,
doing it
and
double
it should be
attack
enough
mode.
from here, but
I
they
just
want to
pressed
double
double
their
attack mode.
advantage.
Deprevi wins it. Dishes it off, but then we lose it. And we're vulnerable
And
on the
he's there to
counter.
cut it out.
87th. Sabali wins the
Time
ball
running out,
back.
they have to get the ball
We-
in the
Kunde
penalty
wins the ball
box.
back.
If it
Attack,
leaves a long
attack.
punt, then so
I
be
put it on
They've
attack,
got to
attack.
give themselves a chance.
Come on, boys. Deprevi.
Shots on!
Deprevi.
Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal
Well,
was
the
enough.
B team
They are
strikers
narrowly
just were
Well, the way
not
the
good
manager
enough
has stormed down
today.
the
The
tunnel
story of
lends
the
itself
day,
to an
we
almighty
were
telling
shut
off for
out
such
by
a timid, docile display.
FCSB. Should I have played A team? You know, should A team have played? It may come back to haunt me in a major way. That was something we could not afford. Now, Ghent did lose to Arsenal, you know, but this leaves us very, very vulnerable in the table. We've got to play Ghent and we've got to play Arsenal. So that really hurt us because Ghent is a good team. And, you know, that game is obviously going to have to be an A-team game. And then, you know, that means whatever happens in that game dictates what's going to happen with the Arsenal game. And I don't know which one comes first. So just bad, you know. That was just bad. Kunde continues to grow. Hussein has increased to a 69. I was talking about him in that game. And he actually had a good game. Made a couple good saves. The young man. So I've got my eye on that guy. Now, this was a game that I was hoping we would be coming off of a win. But we're going into it lacking the momentum. He wanted to see if we could string 5 wins together. Well, I guess in this competition, so that's okay. That loss doesn't matter because it's for the Ligue 1. So I guess if we win this game, it would be 5 in a row in the league. That's amazing. We've got an offer from Olympique Marseille. They want me to be their new manager. Look at their squad. Jesus. So that team is sitting one spot or two spots below us in the table right now, and they are stacked. Look at this team. Look at Marseille. That's a great team. They have Dimitri Payet, Toven. Yeah, I mean, they want me. So they want me, and that's what you've got to think about, and you've got to decide, are you going to be, loyal to the cause, or are you just going to be a flash in the pan and you want to just jump ship immediately? There they are. They're 1 point below us in the table, you can see, and they're on 18 points right now. But of course, I'm sticking with Bordeaux. This is my project. So my plan is to at least win the league here before I move on to another club in my career mode, or who knows? Who knows if I can get it? If I can get us big enough, fast enough, maybe I can shoot for the Champions League. I'm already in the Europa League. Why not? So this is the game against Marseille, and I think the video is going to be running out of time here soon. I'm a little tired personally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the session here, and we will start our next episode with the big game against Marseille November 7th. So hope you guys all have a great day.